I have one of our favorite clients, Rick Contalano here, and welcome, Rick.
Nice to be here, John.
Thanks for taking the time to be on the call. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
So, Rick and I met back in January of this year, which is about 10 months ago.
Hmm.
And I remember distinctly. Rick uh, is in the complex digital software implementation, sort of like SAP
Yeah, I'm a program leader for those big, hairy, audacious, goal-driven initiatives that organizations have that are called enterprise transformations, digital transformations, SAP implementations. Those tough ones out there. Yeah.
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 And you are the first digital implementation client we've put on, and I remember when we first met, we were discussing how this was going to work, and we were
Right.
both a little bit curious. But so, Rick,
Yeah, because I was definitely outside the box that you guys were in at the time, and but what I liked was it made logical sense what you guys were doing. Um, I know what I was doing wasn't working, so it's like, I got to try something new, and definitely what you guys brought to the table really kind of uh, upped my game a lot. Let's put it that way. Really was a game changer for me.
what was it like when you were shopping? You were looking around for some help. What
Yeah,
was
so I was really doing it more on my own, and it was tough. I'm just going out there, and I was doing a lot of the automated stuff and canned scripts, just reaching out, trying to, and wasn't getting anywhere. I was connecting with people, but wasn't moving the needle at all. And with the approach that you and Mike came up with, where it was really, I call it spearfishing. Really understanding the ICP, uh, ideal client profile, customer profile, um, and building an actual dialogue, a human dialogue with them, and then kind of taking them down a path, and then managing the objections was something that I just never thought of and wasn't really comfortable doing. And you guys have mastered that, where you were able to take no's, I'm not interested, into, well, let's have a conversation. And that was, so my plate went from basically empty to, I was several calls a week, just kind of touting my services in the software. So it was complete 180 from what I was able to do by myself.
when when we first met? Were you a little skeptical? Would you say?
Yeah, I was hopeful, but definitely because it was a different market from where you guys were playing traditionally. It's like I said, logically, it made perfect sense. But was it gonna work? And it did. So I was the mechanisms proved out very well in my space.
When you found us and you decided to work with us and you started working with us, and you tried different things in the past,
Mhm.
what would you say was the big difference with us than everything else you tried?
I'd say the objection handling was probably the how you guys can take a no or a not interested and continue kind of pushing in a polite way, to keep the conversation going, and eventually to a point where it's like, yeah, let's have that dialogue. And where I just, in my natural state, I would just go, okay, and then go out, but you guys kept on, pushing that, and getting, spins the wrong word, but it's like, kind of guiding the conversation in a positive direction to keep the yeses going, as opposed to an abrupt no. So,
And working with us, what was it like as far as speed and process
oh my
and
gosh, it was great. I
attention?
mean, Mike, Mike and the delivery team, just very professional, very positive. Kind of showed me the ropes, gave me the opportunity to fish on my own, and I quickly learned that I didn't want to fish on my own. So I basically handed the ball over to you guys to basically manage all the campaigns, and the analytics, the statistics that were coming out, and producing the results. Everything was, and like I said, proof was in the pudding. I was getting meetups, and conversations, where I wasn't before. So it definitely was a tangible result. So, And we've over time, John and you and I and Mike, we've developed a good friendship along with this. So we're definitely business buddies, and work together to try to help each other out as best we can. And you guys have been great, very gracious in helping me with a couple of my friends, helping them, just pro bono on, some of the LinkedIn work, and just kind of polishing things up and giving some guidance and advice, and just been a good partner to work with.
Yeah. Love that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you shared that, because I feel the same way. And
Yeah.
we love that with a lot of our clients. We become friends and resources for each other, which is
Absolutely. Yeah.
we got a great bunch.
Yeah.
Share as much as you want, but as far as results and tangible results and life afterwards, how you feel the return on your investment has been with us. What can you share with us on that?
Well, the engagement's been great. It's still up to me to close the deals, but it's opened up so many doors, from in the marketing and getting the name out and the brand out. And then from, it's kind of the old commercial, and they talk to two friends and they talk to two friends, and so on and so on and so on. And just that ripple effect. It's really expanded my base of people who know me and I know them, and connected through to open up additional doors. So it's definitely turning the revenue page, and it's really getting that engine going. Again, it's things I just couldn't do on my own, that I was failing miserably at. You guys, through your processes, were able to help me out.
And so I'm guessing you've received a good return on your investment.
I have, yes.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
Anyone listening to this, and this is why I'm doing this interview, Rick, as you know, and anyone listening to this, what they're in their minds, they're thinking, should we work with Mike and John, TextTonality messaging? What would you say to them?
I'd say it's definitely worth the investment. It's they know what they're doing. They craft messages, really laser focus in on what it is you do, and the processes they have in place to kind of basically outsource that stuff off of your plate. I highly recommend taking advantage of those things. You can do it. They'll teach you how to do it, and they give you the tools and the software to do that. But at the end of the day, I definitely thought it was worth them doing it for me and just let me know how it's going.
Well, that's what we're doing now completely, Rick.
Yeah.
As you know, we're helping. Actually, we're a done for you service
Right.
at this point.
Right.
For years, we were coaching and training and kind of working side by side with you, but now
Right.
we can implement the
It
whole
just
thing
goes
for
so
you.
much faster, and the return on investment just goes much quicker. Let them take the ball and run with it. Yeah, but they're taking you along every step of the way. So nothing ever goes by me, without them first talking to me. But it just works.
Rick Catalano, I'm so glad that you got on this call. I don't know how many people out there who are gonna see this are gonna need your services, but because
Please do. Yeah, if you're doing in the complex software implementations, give me a call. Absolutely, appreciate
you never know, we might get some.
it.
But I'll be seeing you soon in Scottsdale,
Yes, in a couple of
right?
weeks. That's
I'm
right.
looking forward to that. Yeah, we've joined a mastermind together, everybody,
Yes.
and it's a real. It's Cole Gordon's 8-figure boardroom,
Yeah.
and great bunch of folks out there. Can't wait to get out there soon. And
Very inspirational. Yep.
yeah. So thank you very much, Rick, for
My
getting
pleasure,
on a
John.
quick call, and I hope everyone finds this valuable, and we'll talk soon.
All
Look
right. Take
forward to
care.
seeing you in Scottsdale.
Likewise. Bye bye.